We are live again here dito lang sa ENDERUN Colleges in Taguig City for game number 2 of the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3 between Guangming College and the ENDERUN Titans. My name is Migs Gonzalez, your resident commentator for today's game. Joining me is our resident analyst, Coach Russell Raipon. Coach Russell, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. It's a great day for basketball. You know, you got to love the fact that we're in a place where you can find a game anywhere. And now we're in the Titans gym, getting ready for this one.
So now, our game schedule earlier, it was the University of Perpetual Help Altas against the Olfu Phoenix. And right now, it's going to be between Guangming College and ENDERUN Titans. As I mentioned earlier, for the bracket group in today's game, it will be shown on our screens shortly. So in this group, it is the ENDERUN Titans together with Manila Central University, Mapua Cardinals, and the FEU Tamaraws, the LPU Pirates, Guangming College, the Ateneo Blue Eagles, the NU Bulldogs, and the DLSU Green Archers to serve as a picture of this year's bracket for these two teams. And for the tournament format, Coach Russell?
So we're going to be lucky over the next 3 months to watch these teams play. We're going to have teams divided into 2 brackets, 2 groups. The top 2 teams in each bracket will advance to the quarterfinals with a twice-to-beat advantage. Teams who finish numbers 3 through 6 will engage each other in a crossover play-in tournament. The lowest 3 ranked teams are eliminated. But the great thing about this, there are a lot of stakes on the line. The semifinal and final are both knockout games. So you got to win or go home.
Really, the stakes are really high for all these teams, both in bracket A and bracket B. And for the Around the Social segment, the players to watch out for in terms of Guangming College, these are Jomari Pecolera, Jero Vercabilia, and Julian Lozada. Coach Russell, your thoughts on these players?
Well, I think you're coming into a situation where these guys have a lot to prove. You know, you're going to have to look at guys who, and these players who can put the ball on the floor, who can make decisions quickly, and who can make their teammates better. So that's what I think we're looking out for with these young men today.
So that's the excitement building up on the side for Guangming College. But let's look at our home court, ENDERUN Titans. The players to watch out for ENDERUN are DJ Howe, Paul Malano, Kenneth Umba, and Yaleri Garcia. Coach Russ.
Well, you know, it's a potent foursome, that core. You have the new FSA, Umba, who has created quite a buzz, you know, throughout the last Next Man Cup.
Yep.
You have DJ, who is a floor general, who can run a team, who can make good decisions, who can push the ball when needed. You have Milano, who's deadly from the outside, a great perimeter shooter, and then you have Jalen, who's a slasher, a finisher, and who's played in some big games already. So it should be a great matchup.
Sorry, that was Jalen Garcia, not Yaleri Garcia. Please pardon my handwriting. And now, let us turn it over to our game announcer to get this game on the roll. And here we are with game number 2 for this Sunday between Guangming Colleges and the Enderun Titans. Once again, my name is Mix Gonzalez, your resident anchor for Pinoy Liga. Joining me is Coach Russell, our resident analyst. Coach Russell, your thoughts on today's game?
Well, it's a matter of trying to figure out what style these teams are going to play. I think the first couple minutes is just going to be a matter of probing and trying to see how each team is going to attack the other team's defense. So it should be a chess match right now, and just figure out what's going to happen next.
As Depoyart from Guangming Colleges drains that jumper for the 2 points of this ball game, as Enderun, that was Rejoice Jimenez getting the end one opportunity. The bang and the bucket goes to the free throw line for one more.
That's a strength for Rejoice. He can put the ball on the floor. He can finish in traffic. If they can get a steady diet of that, Enderun will have a lot of success today.
Jimenez now at the free throw line. In and out on that free throw attempt. And Guangming will now have another chance. Pecolera trying to find the open man. A near steal attempt by Enderun there. That was a tap by Jalen Garcia. But the ball will stay with Guangming.
Well, you can see now that Enderun is really trying to play the passing lanes. They're in denial and trying to get deflections. The more they can do that, the more they can disrupt what the offense is trying to do.
Cabilia. Umba says absolutely not. That's a block for Enderun, and now Enderun is running back. But Guangming Colleges with a counter steal. 2-on-1 fast break. Cabilia drops it off for the easy basket for Joshua Hamyas.
For me, two big things: defensive transition and rebounding. You got to be able to get back on defense and have some floor balance.
Absolutely. And Kenneth Umba on the outside after that spectacular block on the other end. Manese finds Umba. Takes that three-pointer from the top of the key, in and out. Guangming will now run again. Cabilia trying to find Pecolera on that left side. Mishandles it. And that's a foul on Ihebem.
Both teams are a little bit loose with the ball. It's hard to throw away possessions. If you have the ball, you want to make sure you keep it and get a good shot. So hopefully these guys will sort of clean up their passing and make sure there's ball security so they can get good shots.
Manese being hounded here by Pecolera. Jimenez trying to find the open man here. Umba fakes that three, crossing over, but taking too many steps. Caught dancing to the wrong song was Umba. And now the ball will go back to Guangming Colleges.
Sometimes you got to just go with the first move. If it's a long closeout and no one's there, you might as well shoot it.
Napadalawang isip si Umba doon, resulting in that turnover by Guangming. And that was Joshua Hamyas all day to shoot, nagkape pa. And that's 3 more points for Guangming, taking a 5-point lead early in the first quarter.
Looks like they were a little bit lost defensively. They weren't locating who they're supposed to be guarding. That's tough.
Manese, strong drive for Enderun. Right corner three, could not connect by Jimenez. And now Cabilia will bring it down for Guangming. Pecolera trying to find Ihebem at the post. But Cabilia misses that three, and Uwumba will bring it down. Early transition three by Garcia, and he buries that triple for Enderun.
Jalen can do that, and if he's a streaky shooter. If he gets hot, then it can be big trouble for Guangming.
And Guangming says, if you can do it, we can do it better. And that's another shot by Joshua Depoyart. Uwumba, sidestep expedition, but fished for a foul. So he will go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
The action is starting to pick up. We're getting into a transition game. So it's a matter of who can control the pace. You were talking earlier about, what to look for. And I think a lot, especially for this first game, is trying to figure out what the identity of each team is. So that's probably what they try to need to think about, is they establishing who they are. And the team that can do that better is a team that's going to be more successful, I think.
Absolutely, I can't agree with you more, Coach Russell. So we'll see who will come up with a win after 4 quarters of regulation here.
That's right.
And the Woomba makes that first free throw. And it's going to be a big deal if your big start making free throws here.
Yes. I mean, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to be able to make sure you contain him and make him have to shoot against contested defense. Being able to defend without fouling is a big piece of this.
And Woomba makes both of those free throws for ENDERUN. And Hamyas directing his men to a proper offensive opportunity. Depuyart. And great steal there by ENDERUN. And Garcia will try to finish the break, but just finishes short of the rim there.
Can't smoke layups. You got to make those.
And his coach might be mad right now as Pecolera gets that foul against ENDERUN.
Well, you know, that's basically a 4-point swing. You miss the layup here, they get in transition, and now the clock is stopped and you have a guy shooting free throws. Yeah, that's tough. Can't have a lot of that going on in the game if you want to be successful.
Absolutely. Not what you want to see if you're ENDERUN right now.
Very
but
true.
But a window for Guangming here to extend their lead. Now it's up to 4, and now a chance to tack on one more for a 5-point lead.
Again, you talk about transition defense rearing its ugly head. You know, anytime it's a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2, you're just not in a good place to be able to get a stop. And then again, we talk about ball security, risky pass, high risk and low reward at that point.
Just a really messy play for ENDERUN there, and the head coach is just in disbelief.
Yes.
So Guangming gets the possession again. Kabilia all day to shoot from the top of the key, too strong. And ENDERUN will look to run again. Woomba asking for that ball. Guangming good man-to-man defense here, trying to cover their assignments, but foul is called away from the shot.
You have to think about where have both teams gotten their shots. It remains to be seen how effective ENDERUN is going to be in the half-court 5-on-5. They are much better off, I think, in a transition game, trying to get easy buckets. Are they going to be able to execute well enough to get good shots?
And Akenyede has just checked in now for Guangming Colleges, but a moving screen found there by Udal as he stuck his butt out on that screen, getting that offensive call there.
You know, I was watching the UConn-Alabama game earlier today, and the great thing that UConn does is they're able to set solid screens. That's that's a lost art, I think, in basketball. So the better you can set a screen, the more you're going to get open, as well as your teammates.
Absolutely. I'd say an underrated art, actually,
100%.
in basketball. Absolutely. And now Kenneth Woomba trying to take on Akenyede one-on-one. Woomba, he says Akenyede, no problem. And he gets that layup to go for ENDERUN. Tacks on 2 more and goes to the free throw line for 1 more gimme.
I think they're going to have to try to find him. I think he has a matchup advantage, especially on the wing. So ENDERUN would be smart to try to find him in the offense early, get him a touch early in the possession in the shot clock.
But he just took Akenyede and put him on skates there.
Oh,
and got the layup to go there. And now Kabilia for Guangming. Finds Laktautau. And bailout pass there for Guangming. Kabilia, miscommunication on that pass. And now the ball goes back to ENDERUN.
Sorry, better defensive possession. They were solid. Let Guangming make the mistake.
Woomba here on the outside swings it back. Garcia trying to find Woomba on the outside, but a bit high on that pass. And Udal trying to make them pay from the mid-range. And Woomba, a fade away from an offensive rebound, gets the 2 points for ENDERUN.
The lob could have worked, but they got a good shot anyway.
Early in on the possession, and another steal here for ENDERUN as he puts his defender in the spin cycle, but that's an offensive foul called on Salahuddin Mustafa. Sorry, that was Sean Menese.
Yeah. It's sort of tough when you extend your arm and you have the ball, and the ref is going to see that.
And the timeout will be called here. 12-12 is our score here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a few short moments for more Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup action. And we are back for more first quarter action now. The game is tied at 12 between the ENDERUN Titans and the Guangming Colleges with 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. As Guangming now will inbound. Laktao Tao almost losing that ball. Buena obra. The ball will stay with Guangming Colleges.
ENDERUN is trying to amp up the pressure. They brought in DJ Howe. Just want to give a quick shout out to his mom, Fran, and his dad, Rich. I know they're watching from Las Vegas. You know, DJ can be a difference maker, especially on this side of the floor. It looks like they're trying to find a way to get the ball on the post, but Guangming is having to contend with active hands from ENDERUN. They're having to see through an obstructed view, and that's always tough if you're an offensive player, not able to see the passing lanes.
And after the flurry of those possessions, the ball will go back to ENDERUN now. After two messy inbounds from Guangming Colleges, Uumba will now be inbounding for ENDERUN. And man-to-man full court press here being employed by Guangming Colleges, but DJ Howe breaking that press with ease. Uumba on an island against Buena Obra. Skies for that layup, taking on three Guangming College gray shirts, and he will go to the free throw line.
So now Guangming is going to have to figure out how they're going to address Uumba going downhill. It's a smart strategy to get him the ball on the run, and now he has a downhill angle to the basket. So Guangming will have to figure out, are they going to go zone? Are they going to how are they going to contain Uumba from getting to the bucket?
Absolutely, exactly. And it reminds me a little bit of LeBron on how he plays against Guangming.
It's like a Mack truck trying to get to the basket.
Yeah.
Do you want to step in front of that, or
Yeah.
But I think there's
I just step aside.
I know, right?
Honestly. I just step aside.
That's called a business decision.
Yeah. And now full court pressure also being applied by the ENDERUN Titans here. Guangming medyo hirap sa pagbali dito. Lepardo kicks it out. Akenyede. Three-pointer for Guangming right there. And that was Kent John Pareñas.
He shot that
Guangming
shot
Colleges.
in rhythm.
Lepardo gets that over for Guangming, and Jimenez gives up that duty foul, but both teams are now in the penalty, coach.
Yes. With 3 minutes left, so if the aggressor in this game will get the benefit of going to the line and getting 2 free shots. But again, we're sort of seeing turnovers and sloppy ball handling rear its ugly head. You have an advantage. You've broken the press, but then because you give it the ball, now you don't have floor balance, and then you can't stop. You can't stop the offensive transition of the other team. So,
that's a great insight.
Well,
just the mechanics of the game brought to you by Coach Russell. What can I say? And that's why I'm the anchor and you're the analyst, Coach.
Well, hey, I just been around the game so much, and
it shows.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. It's the best game in the world, if you ask me.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't agree with more because I'm biased towards basketball. And now Kenneth Uumba, as he goes downhill, finds DJ Howe, but ENDERUN will reset their offense now as Guangming. Great transition defense here. Howe, absolutely smothered by Buena Obra.
If Uumba would have gotten a clean pass, he probably would have been able to turn the corner and go baseline. Because he had to fumble the ball, he had a tough time trying to see the basket.
And the referee's whistle that it will be inbounding for ENDERUN.
They've inserted number 22 Gastador into the game.
Gastador, yes.
He's a shooter,
so we'll see.
Yes.
But right there, it was the commentator's curse. Yeah, he heard you
Is
all
that
the
my
way
fault?
from here.
It might have been my fault.
No, I'm just kidding. Pareñas passing it along the baseline, but a bit of miscommunication. And timeout will be called by the ENDERUN Titans as they trail by 2 against Guangming College. And 16-14 is our score here in the first quarter. We'll be back in a few short moments for more PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup action.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
And we're back now for more first quarter action between the ENDERUN Titans and the Guangming Colleges. Only here live for the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup here at the ENDERUN Colleges in Taguig City. And for all those watching live and online on Facebook, on YouTube, and in our venue here today, maraming salamat sa pagsuporta sa PINOYLIGA Cup. Pareñas trying to find the open man on the inside, blocked by the board. And Akenyede's second serving is good.
Great recognition on the part of Guangming to see it in transition, and he had a great seal and a mismatch for an easy basket.
DJ Howe, medyo na-istorbo dun, and it doesn't matter what Akenyede's defense is. DJ Howe will find a way and score anyway.
That's his strength. That's definitely something that he can do and that he can bring to this team.
Lactao Tao absolutely smothered by Jimenez. Trying to find the open man, finds Pareñas. Shot clock ticking down for Guangming now. 10 seconds left to work with. Open three there by Lepardo as he sinks that triple.
The most important shot in basketball these days is that corner three. You can find a guy that can shoot that shot, you're in good shape.
DJ Howe breaking down the defense like a hot knife through butter, but could not get that floater to go. And now Guangming with another chance. Pareñas finding Lactao Tao at the high post. Akenyede loses that ball, but Guangming stays with it. Not seeing where he was going there, and that's a turnover.
Again, we're looking at the importance of ball security, making sure you catch the ball with both hands, making sure you're making passes that your teammates can catch.
ENDERUN now inbounding here at the backcourt. Gets it to Darren Nguene. Nguene at the top of the key. Finds De Los Reyes. De Los Reyes falling down but keeping his dribble. Great discipline there by De Los Reyes. Shot clock ticking down now. Gastador all the way from Makati City but could not get that dribble to go.
You know, I think he is just coming off of an injury. This is some of his first games he's playing in a long time, so maybe he got a little rust there. I'm sure he'll shake it off soon.
Probably like a manual transmission car, hard starting, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, but we'll see. Maybe that three will get him going. Guangming trying to find an opening here. Lactao Tao passes it to the open Orias, but could not get that jumper to go. And now DJ Howe gets it to De Los Reyes, open on that right wing. That's his calling card, but could not get that three to go. Lactao Tao running for Guangming. Secures that ball. And the referee whistles out of bounds. And that is the end of the first quarter. 21-16 is our score in favor of Guangming Colleges. We'll be back for more action. Stay tuned. And the first quarter is now in the books. We are now in the second quarter. Coach Russ, your analysis of the first quarter of this ballgame.
Well, you're looking at whether or not either of these teams have figured out how best to take advantage of the opposing team's defense. Guangming, they figure out a formula of trying to get the ball in transition, getting easy buckets. I think that also their ability to get the ball in that pinch post area and get backside cuts could be something they could take advantage of, throughout the rest of the game.
For sure. And now let's see how ENDERUN will come out of this first quarter. And DJ Hoe, now at the top of the key, receives that handoff. And Gastador, same spot, different result this time. And looks like the car has started, Coach.
I know, yeah. He got his puppy set. He was shot ready. Let that ball fly. Shooters do what shooters do.
Shooters shoot.
Yeah, shooters shoot.
Guangming trying to find the opening, but a bit of a scuffle there on the inside, but that's a foul called on ENDERUN.
It's always tough defensively if you're playing behind the post player. You have to find a way to angle yourself to not allow that pass to get in. It also really is important for the guy guarding the passer to make it hard for him to get that pass off.
And Guangming, open corner three. They made that earlier, but that's a miss this time. De Los Reyes finds Gastador. Can he make it too? No, he can't. Maybe later. And now Pecolera. Fast break, Cabilia. Temporarily loses that ball. Battle for the rebound. Guangming comes up with it. Gets the basket. May kasama pang foul. And the Orias will go to the free throw line for one more.
If you look at that situation coming up the floor, it was a 3-on-2. ENDERUN had two defenders back here watching the action that may have been able to get involved in the play. So, ENDERUN will have to try to figure out what the priority is going to be going forward. Can I get 5 guys back in defense so that way it's harder for Guangming to find a good shot?
Orias misses that gimme. So ENDERUN will pull it down. De Los Reyes nagmamadali kay DJ Hoe. Against 2 defenders, doesn't matter. But he'll get the foul, no basket. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
I think that a formula for ENDERUN going forward, since Umba is out of the game, is to really jumpstart DJ and get him going downhill, get him in transition. He's the one guy that can finish in traffic, and have the focus to take the contact.
And Hoe makes that second free throw. Full court man-to-man pressure here being applied by ENDERUN. And a bit of a miscommunication there. Guangming keeps the ball. Cabilia on the outside. Trying to find the opening on the inside kay Depuyart. Kay Salan rather.
I don't know if it was a cross match, but they found the guy that DJ was guarding. They got him the ball in the post. DJ is obviously a size mismatch for his opposing matchup, so Guangming was smart to take advantage of that.
And now inbounding is Guangming. Has a nice pass on the inside, but kay Salan loses it. DJ Hoe ahead of the pack, but bothered by Pecolera, and that's what he's known for, defensive stops.
Well, they had their floor bounce. They had guys coming back on defense and being able to be there on the catch. So, on the other end, ENDERUN is trying to get DJ going, trying to find him in transition, which is a smart move.
Kay Salan, fade away jumper. 2 points there for Joshua Hamias, finding the bottom of the basket for Guangming.
Shooting in rhythm. I think he knew exactly what he was going to do with that ball when he got it. So he rose up, squared his shoulders, and got the shot off.
And back to this ball game is the matchup nightmare, Kenneth Awumba. Getting the ball at the top of the key. Goes downhill against the Guangming defense. Sidestep expedition, could not finish. Awumba gets his own miss, but he will be fouled in the act of shooting, I believe, and he will go to the free throw line for 2 more.
He has an obvious size and strength advantage. It might be better for him, instead of taking floaters, to really put Guangming in the pickle and draw fouls. That way he's taking easier shots. Lucky, it was fortunate that he got the offensive rebound, but
he got bailed out on that second possession there.
He got bailed out, yeah. So he's in a position where he can take the contact on the hip and he can still finish. So I think it's something that they need to look at going forward.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if he will be adjusting later in this ballgame.
Well, it was great. They ran an action where he got the flare screen at the top of the key, and he was able to see a lane straight to the basket. I would try to go back to that again.
Hamias. Ball movement here for Guangming, but trying to look for the open shot. Pecolera being hounded by DJ Howe. And the ball will go back to Enderun after this pesky defense from the Titans.
I think the story of this game is going to be turnovers. It'll be interesting to see at the halftime stats where exactly each team is in terms of being able to take care of the ball.
Howe finds Uwumba again. Will they try to go through Kenneth Uwumba? Finds Libago. Back to Jimenez, and here we go again. Malano, right side three, bottom.
He was in rhythm. He knew he was getting that pass. They gave him a great pass, and he was in rhythm for a three-pointer.
And Libago says, absolutely not. Don't you know what court you're playing on, little boy? Blocking that shot from Guangming, securing another possession.
Let's hope that that three is going to jumpstart Enderun's defense, and they'll be more engaged. I mean, they've been doing a great job in the passing lanes and getting deflections, but translating that into offensive transition, that's going to be something that's going to help them get a lead in this game.
Guangming now will inbound. Trying to find the open man again. Three ball, nothing but the air, saved by Enderun there, and Uwumba now will be running. Malano open on the right side. Does he want to take another three? In rhythm. Shooters shoot, but not that time.
That's all right. It's a good shot. They don't all fall in, but if you're that open, you got to take it.
Lepardo finds Akenyede on the post. Lepardo gets that three to go for Guangming Colleges, and a much-needed basket for Guangming.
You got to love that two-man game right there. They knew exactly what they were doing and what kind of shot they wanted to get, and they rewarded themselves with a bucket.
Jimenez at the top of the key now. Here is Libago. Flurry of screens here, and a momentary miscommunication. Great screens there from Enderun.
If you see what they were trying to do, Guangming doesn't want to get hit on screens, so they allowed that action to happen. That's why they got that wide open layup. Screening is, it's such an important part of the game.
Akenyede, top of the key jumper, sees a bit of daylight, and that's probably the reason why. Cabilla, fresh 14 now. A little bit of a pocket pass there, but no good. Howe trying to find an open teammate. Bumps off the defender against Akenyede. And then a little coast-to-coast play for DJ Howe, getting that 2 points for Enderun.
I think DJ is probably one of the smarter, if not the smartest player on Enderun's team. He knows a lot about shot selection and how to play the passing lanes, and he took away that backside cut and got a great pull-up jumper in transition.
Uwumba putting Guangming on an island. Pull-up jumper naman ang pinili ng tito mo, pero hayo pa rin. Battle for the ball, and Akenyede comes up with it. Good defense there by Malano on the backcourt. Pull-up jumper here for Lactao Tao, and gets the 2 points for Guangming. Enderun now temporarily losing that ball.
I think the guys are a little bit gassed. I think it's, they've been going nonstop for about 3 or 4 minutes. So Coach Pipo's doing a great job in terms of recognizing that and getting some substitutions in for his team.
And the referees will signal a coach's challenge from the Enderun side to confirm the possession on that play, as the referees will be approaching the TVC screen to see what will happen on this play.
You gotta love the fact that we have instant replay and coach's challenge. As much as we can mimic the international and professional game,
absolutely.
And we want to make sure that we're ensuring correct and fair calls, so that way the game is played, with a certain level of professionalism and pace.
And the referee is now signaling the resumption of the play. And it appears that ENDERUN will retain possession here.
Guangming is in a perfect position. Right now it's a dead ball situation, so if they can deny the inbounds pass, they can get out and run.
Jimenez hands it off to Manese. Finds Libago temporarily open. Great pass to the inside. Can he finish with the reverse with two defenders? And the answer is yes. Para kay Malano, 2 points for the Titans. Akenyede trying to find Pecolaro on the other side. Post-up play here. Pull-up jumper, uses the glass but can't finish. And ENDERUN will get another rebound. 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. The game is tied at 30. Malano. Screen there from Libago. Malano puts it up with the left hand, no good.
Nice
and now
contest.
Guangming out to run.
And now it's a 3-on-2, and they get a great shot.
And Cabilia converts that 3 for Guangming, prompting the ENDERUN timeout as Guangming gets the 3-point lead here with 3.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. We'll be back in a few short moments. And we are back now for more second quarter action. Looking at the roster of the ENDERUN Titans, the players to watch out for: Kenneth Lumumba, DJ Howe, and Coach Russ. I bet you can provide some more insight on the players of the ENDERUN Titans.
Well, you know, this team has a core of players that have competed together in the most recent NASCU. There aren't a lot of new additions to the team other than Kenneth. So now it's just a matter of making sure to put all these guys together in the best situation possible for them to be successful. Take advantage of each other's strengths.
Absolutely.
Get into a flow and a rhythm.
To build that chemistry, no, with their teammates, as Malano floats that layup into the basket against the IHBM defense.
You know, again, we talk about identity. Some of the best teams that I've seen and I've observed, they take on the identity of their coach. UConn's a great example. They play like Dan Hurley coaches. So that will be the task for Coach People with this team to be able to do that. Can they play the way he coaches the game?
And great patience there on the part of Paul Malano, getting IHBM up in the air and taking him to the free throw line to get that foul from the big man of Guangming.
You know, if you look at what's happening in terms of Guangming, ENDERUN is putting these guys in transition jail in the sense that they're having to really find ways to keep the ball out of the paint. So Guangming will have to figure out moving forward how best to do that. Taking great shots on offense so that there's floor balance and it's a 5-on-5 game as opposed to having someone like Malano or Umba on the wing isolated and then they have a clear lane to the basket.
Yeah. Malano fails to convert on that second one, but referees will signal one more free throw for Paul Malano. The game is tied at 33, Coach, and from my perspective, the scores say, I don't know, it's 3 team fouls for both teams. So it's 3-3, 3-3, 3-3.
I just saw that, yes. Talk about as even as you can get it.
Yeah. Battle for the ball, and the possession is saved. But it appears that the ball will stay with the ENDERUN.
Both teams are competing. Both teams are understanding that every possession is important. So you got to love the energy that they're coming in just from end to end.
Enderun gets that inbound. Manese, 10 seconds to shoot now for the Titans. A little two-man game here. Strong drive on the inside against the Ihebem defense, but no good. Akenyede rather, sorry.
So you have a tough shot, a tough layup, and now you're in transition. You just got to hope that that Enderun's able to get a stop.
Lepardo, great pass to the inside but could not capitalize. Pull-up jumper from the two-point area goes down for Joshua De Puyart.
There's your 4-point swing. Tough shot here, shot in rhythm down for Guangming, which gives them the 2-point lead.
Owumba on an island against Joshua De Puyart. Trying to find their offensive plan here, Libago. Space given by Akenyede. Owumba takes Akenyede to the basket. Gets the foul and the basket. And he'll go to the free throw line for one more. Coach Russ, that's exactly what you were talking about.
It's important if you want to be successful offensively. A couple of things. You have to be able to move players, move the defense, make them chase the ball, and you have to get paint touches. Anytime the ball gets in the paint, your offense is going to be that much more effective. So you saw Owumba curl from the top of the key, get the ball downhill. The defense has to react to that. And
there we go.
There you go.
Got an end one, but can't convert there for Kenneth Owumba after converting the end one earlier. And Guangming gets a foul off of Enderun. That's a foul on Rejoice Jimenez.
Also a situation where Guangming understood the paint touch is the way to get to jumpstart your offense. So now the clock is stopped and you get 2 free shots at the basket. That can settle you down as you close out this second quarter.
We are now at the 1.5 minute mark here in the second quarter of the Pinoy Liga Collegiate Cup Season 3. This is the match between the Guangming Colleges and the home court advantage Enderun Titans.
And now you're able to set up your defense, right? You've made 2 free throws, you set up your full court press.
Manese gives it back to Jimenez. Owumba against a much smaller defender goes downhill, but great defense there for Guangming. And going for the fast break layup and a no-fly zone. Kenneth Owumba has declared absolute ownership of the paint as he blocks that shot in transition.
You know, in defense, it's important to think about multiple efforts. You're going to need multiple efforts in order to get stops. And obviously, coming from end to end to get that block shows that Owumba is really engaged and focused on this game.
Guangming trying to find the open man. Akenyede handing it off to Lepardo. Trying to put Lepardo on skates here. Cabilia, step back jumper against Enderun. Yes, sir! A little push off there, but great step back jumper there from Cabilia.
Very skilled shot. Oftentimes that doesn't get rewarded, but that's a shot that he's obviously spent a lot of time in the gym making.
It's the reps in the gym.
Oh, 100%.
And great block there from that 3 as De Puyart will go for another fast break layup. But the referees will call for an offensive interference call after that great chase down block by Kenneth Owumba, reminding me of what LeBron did to Andre Iguodala there, Coach.
100%. Again, you're talking about transition defense, multiple efforts, being able to lock in on the ball. Guangming thought they had the advantage, but at the last second, you see Owumba coming from blind side, and he had other plans for the ball, I guess.
Kung ako yun, kung okay nasa Guangming, bibigay ko na lang yung bola sa kanya. Sige, wag mo na ako i-block, sa'yo na lang.
You know, you just have to be aware. Villanova does a great job of this, playing off 2 feet. Get the ball, maybe a pump fake, and then create a foul.
Yeah. Malano drives to the basket against Akenyede, but makes that layup against the towering defense of Guangming Colleges. And the score coming into the end of the second quarter is 41-37, still in favor of the Enderun Titans. We'll be back for more second half action after these messages.
When we have a heart for service, our every move seeks to meet the needs of our clients. Our clients are happy when their needs are met. When they're happy, they're in a better position to make their own customers happy.
Being in the service industry myself, I can say that biggest isn't always better. It's the one that serves you best, the one that treats you right.
You see, beyond advanced communications technology, we see the people who will use them.
In my work, I'm having a good day when everything just works well. Nakaka-good mood talaga.
And so, we see problems that must be solved.
An expert is only useful if he understands your business. Diyan magaling ang Eastern.
For every challenge, there is a happier outcome.
In my work, an opportunity calls, answer agad.
Every goal is the destination.
Kahit maliit pa lang yung negosyo ko, big help talaga yung alaga ka. Salamat, Eastern.
We see every relationship that must be strengthened.
Thank you for making me feel like your biggest client.
As we do all we can to offer technology that is always solid and reliable, we never lose sight of our brand of personalized customer service. It's a connection that is both high-tech and high-touch. We see a customer who will be glad to know that our connection is as reliable as our commitment to personalized customer service. Unwavering, unflagging, and undeniably strong. High-tech and high-touch. That's our strong connection. We are Eastern Communications.
laser. Against Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company. Because every business needs a strong connection, so you can get the service you need while focusing on what matters the most. Like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. With a company-owned bandwidth, you can have a strong and private connection that can give your business that much needed boost.
That concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits.
Oh, nasa na yung files?
They're all in the cloud, sir.
Good job!
And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. After all, that's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit, maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
Coming into the second half, 41-37 lamang ng apat ang Guangming colleges. Let's go to our courtside reporter CJ Ang with a short interview from the side of Guangming. CJ?
Thank you, Migs. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang head coach ng Guangming College, Coach Paul Ramos. Coach Paul, your team is different from last season's Collegiate Cup. How is the adjustment from your new guys to the old reliables?
Actually, we're just trying to move forward our program. So the core of this team is still intact. The nice thing about this year lang is we've got 2 FSAs coming over, so they're a really big help to our program. So we're hoping that we can bank on them to help the win for today's game.
Coach, we have seen that the support of the Guangming community is all out, traveling from Tagaytay all the way here. How big is their support to the confidence of your team?
Oh, of course. You cannot win a championship just with your team. It's a whole community support talaga. So we're very thankful. We're blessed that we have a great support from the administration, from all the support from the community of Guangming.
Coach, is there someone you want to give a shout out to?
To our monastics back in Taiwan, and thank you for continued support and all the fans and student population of Guangming.
Thank you so much, Coach. Back to you, Migs.
And that was CJ Ang, our courtside reporter with the head coach of Guangming Colleges, Coach Paul. And we will now be proceeding to the second half of this ball game. 41-37 is our current score. Coach Russ, analysis of the first half of this ball game.
Well, the stats tell an interesting story. So if you look at what I'm looking at, Guangming has 10 turnovers. They committed 10 turnovers during the first half compared to ENDERUN's 5. But it looks like Guangming has done a better job of converting on the 5 turnovers they've been able to force from ENDERUN, as opposed to ENDERUN converting on the 10. So it remains to be seen moving forward in this game how well Guangming is going to be able to turn the ball over or keep the ball safe and then convert on ENDERUN's mistakes. The other thing that I think is important to think about is the fact that Guangming shot 60% from the three-point line for the first half, as opposed to 30% for ENDERUN. So that explains this 4-point lead in terms of the quality of shots they're getting and the fact that they're converting the three-point shots.
So Guangming really just operating on a higher efficiency overall.
Yes.
Compared to ENDERUN.
Yes.
So now ENDERUN with possession here after a miss from three-point land. Howe getting that pick from Udal. Step back jumper para sa ENDERUN. Yes, sir. That finds the bottom. That was Jalen Garcia on that two-pointer for the Titans.
You got to hope that Jalen starts to heat up a little bit. He's the one guy that can create his own shot. I mean, there's obviously others, but Jalen is really crafty against his matchup. So we have to see whether or not Jalen's going to be able to do that throughout the game, throughout the second half.
Akinyede sees some daylight in the paint but can't convert. Howe finds Garcia on the left side, drops it off. Nice assist to Rejoice Jimenez and gets another 2 points for the Titans.
Jalen touched the ball both possessions to start off this third quarter, and they've gotten great looks.
That's a great steal by ENDERUN, and ENDERUN still securing that ball. Howe, fadeaway jumper. Probably an ill-advised shot there as the game is tied at 41. Cabilia going downhill. Owumba tries to block that shot, but Cabilia finds the bottom of the net.
He must have went to church earlier today, because that was sort of like a Hail Mary. Let me see if I can get that to roll in. It is Divine Mercy Sunday, I think.
Another basket there for ENDERUN and another steal. Garcia, step back jumper. Why don't I use the glass this time?
3 out of 4 possessions he's had the ball. Good things have happened. ENDERUN has now had the lead because they're forcing the action.
A little pressure here from ENDERUN. Guangming trying to move the ball with ease here, but interrupted by ENDERUN. Pecolera gets that ball for Guangming against Owumba. And Cabilia and Garcia in a bit of a scuffle. Both men are on the floor, but both seem to be fine.
One of the important things in terms of offensive concepts is being able to cut in open space. You know, you have unselfish cuts to create gaps, but you also have scoring cuts, and that was a great example of a scoring cut that made the defense have to react, and because they overreached, you know, they got a foul.
There we go. Guangming now will inbound. Pecolera finds open on the left side. 2-dribble pull-up, no good. ENDERUN will look to run. Jalen Garcia on the other side. But great anticipation there by Guangming. Guangming looking to run here. 3-on-2 fast break, but everybody's back down.
Again, that ball security issue is rearing its ugly head. Got to take care of that ball.
Ihebem misses that first one, but no problem. I'll clean up my own miss.
He had a nose for the ball. He went after it.
Jimenez saves it to the wrong man, and Pecolera will look to run now for Guangming against DJ Howe. Kicks it out, Cabilia. Sinusubukang mang braso, but no good there. Owumba
Umba has the ball. Can he make something happen?
Odal trying to look for the open man here. But good ball denial here by Guangming. 10 seconds left to work with for the Titans. Jalen Garcia. A little hesitation move. Who can he find? A little reverse layup there for Rejoice Jimenez. And the bailout shot for Enderun gets them on the board for 2 more.
He has been very aggressive. Jalen's been very aggressive and has made the defense have to react to him. You know, one of the things you think about as a coach is, can I have enough players on my team that the opposing team has to game plan against? And you just got to hope that Guangming figures out how to game plan for Jalen to make him less effective.
And that was a missed 3 by Oumba. Cabilla, all day to shoot. Pwede pa magkape pero napaso sa sariling tira. Enderun's looking to run here. Right side layup. Strong hand layup finished by Jalen Garcia.
Jalen is making his imprint on the game in this third quarter very, very evident. He is the reason why they've been able to regain the lead and get great shots.
Andy Hebem was blocked there by Oumba. But a fast break opportunity broken up there by Guangming. Ihebem puts the ball on the floor, trying to get that offensive foul call, but that's a block called on Enderun. So that's an end one opportunity for Ihebem. So he'll go to the free throw line for 1 more.
Admittedly, as a Filipino-American used to the U.S. game, I have no idea how they call charges and blocks here in the Philippines. The guy has his feet set, he's established position, but it's not an offensive foul. Someday I'll learn it, and maybe the fact that I'm had the chance to be here and watch these games, I'll learn a little bit more. But that's always a dangerous play for the defense in terms of will I be able to have the timing correct so I can actually get the offensive foul.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's usually how the referees see it at the time.
Yeah, very true.
So
very true.
It really depends. Ihebem now at the free throw line to complete the 3-point play, and he does. But kudos to the Titan a while ago that was run over by Ihebem. I would not have the confidence or at least the presence of mind to do that. I would have just got out of the way.
I know. That's why you gotta love basketball. It is a contact sport, maybe even a collision sport.
I'd rather just play chess, Coach. Odal, bottom.
I think Daniel Udal is a secret weapon that Enderun can use. He is very good as a perimeter shooter. If he's able to draw out the defense, his matchup, he opens up the lane for his teammates, and he can make those outside shots.
And as you say that, Coach, great move there by Lactao Tao, escaping from the defense and gets that finger roll to go for Guangming. And here we go, another possession for the Gray Shirts.
You gotta love the up and down nature of this game. The action is furious, it's fierce, and it's not stopping.
Might have gotten away with the travel there was Banaobra. Lactao Tao finds Pareñas on the left side. 5 seconds left to work with. All the way from Malate. Could not make that 3. DJ Howe now for Enderun. A little quick dribble crossover. Sidestep expedition. Even I got dizzy, Coach. Gets the 2 points, finishing in traffic for Enderun.
You gotta love the Euro in transition. I would dare say that's not a Pinoy step, is it?
No,
he
it's
didn't
not.
bring the ball up.
No,
Yeah,
it's not. No,
you're
it's
right.
not. Pinoy step usually done by Richie Rivero. Yeah, that was a Howe step.
Yeah, there you go.
That was a Howe step. And Pareñas escaping from the defense. A sneaky backdoor layup for Guangming.
Well, we sort of talked about that earlier, right? If Guangming could get the ball in that pinch post, mid post area, Enderun's defense is prone not to see that backside cut, so they can take advantage of that if they want to.
And Malano could not connect on that 3 for Enderun, so Guangming will look for an offensive possession. Lactao Tao blocked by Oumba. And Oumba now will look to run for Enderun. On an island with Pareñas. DJ Howe. Non-stop offense here for Enderun as he buries another 3.
He looked like he was in rhythm there, Miggs. Caught that ball. He knew that was going up.
Laktao. Ihebem trying to get that seal on the defender. Really good defense here by Enderun, but gets that foul. That was Albert Libago called for the foul there.
You know, that concept of verticality, right? Being in your cylinder and keeping your hands up, that becomes so important, especially if you're going to take away the offensive player's space. Even a slight bend of your arm, they're going to call the refs are going to call the foul on you. So
Ihebem can't capitalize on that first free throw. So he will be tested for one more shot at the charity stripe. And he makes that second one.
You have to love how both teams are competing. You know, it's every possession matters. They're not taking anything for granted. Yeah, there are a couple of errant passes here and there, but you know, it's I think the defense has a lot to do with that.
Overall, it's still a net gain. Malano.
There's been good basketball play, for sure.
Nguyen, a little bump on the inside, De Los Reyes. Trying to find some space on the inside. And gets the basket with a foul, so he'll go to the charity stripe for one more.
It's a nice finish. A nice finish in traffic.
Like a sweeping hook, coach.
Yes. De Los Reyes is a seasoned veteran for this Enderun team, so I'm sure they're going to rely a lot on him, you know, for PINOYLIGA Cup and for NASCU going forward next year.
I actually see him put a lot of reps in practice because for everyone's information, Enderun is the team that practices before the PINOYLIGA Cup game, so we see how they practice. And De Los Reyes is actually one of the people that I've noticed that have put in extra reps even after practice. So that's finished speaking to his reps in the gym.
He is a gym rat. He's the definition of a gym rat.
Really?
And, oh yeah. As many times as he can get in the gym in a day, you're going to see him here working on his game. And it shows in terms of his being able to be effective with the minutes he's been given.
And for those who don't know, actually, Coach Russ is actually the former athletic director for the Enderun Titans, Coach Russ.
Yes, had the privilege of working with these athletes for a year. You know, it's not easy being a student athlete. And so what they do in terms of representing the school and, you know, their academic, you know, workload, it was great to be able to try to support them as much as possible.
Great playing by Guene there on the other side as he found Malano on that backdoor cut. Here we go. Depoyart blocked at the apex, but there's a foul called on Guene.
You know, you look at that situation, Enderun had done a great job defensively, forcing, you know, a disruption in Guangming's offense. But all of that was negated because they defended and fouled, and now they got number 0 on the line. So it really becomes a habit you have to form in terms of being a player, being able to defend without fouling. Don't give the opposing team, you know, free buckets, free chances at the line.
Absolutely. And especially if you're against a team that converts their free throws time after time.
Yes. You know, every team is going to make a run in a game. You know, there's going to be swings. So,
bilog ang bola nga, Coach.
Yeah, you have to be able to manage those swings. And you can control that by taking care of the ball, by defending without fouling, by taking great shots.
Malano in and out on that three. Chase for the ball. Garcia tried to save it for Enderun, but Guangming Colleges will regain possession here. Less than a minute remaining here in the third quarter. 61-55 is our score.
I think at this point of the game, with the fourth quarter coming up, it really becomes about a matter of patience. Can you be patient and get the best shot possible? Can you force the defense to guard for 24 seconds and still get a great shot?
2 straight misses there from Guangming. But this is their third chance. Third time was not the charm there for Guangming Colleges. And Garcia was fouled there by Kyle Lepardo.
I confuse. Is this a basketball game or a rugby game? Like,
I'm not sure, Coach.
I know, right?
I'm not sure. I actually thought I was watching the UFC.
There's just a lot of contact. And
Almost like flag football.
I know, right?
Yeah. But I mean, we gotta love the physicality. As much as I don't like using that word, I gotta love the physicality in this game, huh?
Yes, and I think it's a matter of the effort exerted in order to help your team. It becomes important for teams now as they're preparing for their home leagues. Can you manage and contain and control the physicality and make it work to your advantage? Because you're going to do no good as a player if you're super physical and you're on the bench because you have like 5 fouls, right? So there's something that I learned a long time ago. The best ability is availability.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to be available to play in order for your team to be successful.
For sure, absolutely. You can't make a difference if you're not there.
No.
But on that previous possession, what a great block by Joshua De Poyart, denying that Lebago layup. And now with about 5.8 seconds remaining in the third quarter, Guangming will inbound. Ihebem finds Kabilia. 1 second left on the game clock. Fade away jumper is good. Gets that 2 points for Guangming. And that ends the third quarter with an exclamation mark for the Gray Shirts. 57-61, a small 4-point cushion for the Titans as we approach the fourth quarter. We'll be back after these short messages. And now, before we begin the fourth quarter between Guangming Colleges and the Enderun Titans, let's look at some key players here from the Guangming College side, Coach Russ.
I think that the players that we mentioned earlier pre-broadcast, those guys have really made a difference in the game. They have been able to push the pace. We're talking about Lazada, talking about Kabilia. Those guys have really been instrumental in terms of being able to compete and get great shots and apply some great pressure in order to create some tough shots for Enderun.
Malano against the pesky Guangming defense. And there we go, another end one for Albert Lebago, a big boy move on the inside as he gets the 2 points in the paint with a bang. So he'll go to the free throw line for one more.
You look at what we were trying to allude to earlier in this game, especially as we get to the fourth quarter, is the ability to be patient on offense. Can you get great shots? Can you force the defense to defend for more than 20 seconds? And this is a great example. Get the ball in the post, strong move to the basket, and he converts the and one.
Coach, before we get back into the fourth quarter, what's the key in terms of Guangming? What do you think the coaching staff is saying to these guys in order to get away with the win here?
Well, I think they're probably talking about their ability to take care of the ball. Ball security is one thing I think they're trying to emphasize, and I think they're trying to find ways as a team, a unit of 5 people, to control or to prevent ENDERUN from getting into the paint. It's no longer a matter of like a one-on-one matchup. 5 guys on the floor have to be able to prevent the ball from getting in the paint.
It's like a 5-on-1, 5-on-1.
Yeah.
Like all 5 guys are just trying to stop them from scoring overall. But in terms of the ENDERUN Titans, coach, what do you think?
You know, I think that they found a formula. They relied heavily on Jalen Garcia in the third quarter. Now it's going to be their ability to maybe rely on Milano to create, find teammates, and then get great shots.
And as you say that, actually Manese was just whistled for a travel there. So that's a turnover in favor of Guangming. So we'll see, no, coach, who will come up with a win. Right now, it's just a slim lead of 3 with 8.5 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
It becomes a matter of executing the game plan. You're hoping that both coaching staffs have a very clear vision of how they're going to be successful against this opponent. And the team that does a better job of holding to that game plan has a better chance of success.
And speaking of game plan, Pecolera, after that offensive rebound from EBM, finds the bottom of the bucket, and Guangming absolutely swallowing Daryl Guene.
And the trend has continued from the first half to the second half. You're looking at Guangming, who have done a great job with perimeter shooting. So it has continued. ENDERUN will have to find a way to run the Guangming players off the line and force them to dribble as opposed to catch and shoot.
So those are the little things, no, that really they have to look out for if they want to keep themselves in the ball game, because it's a very tight game at 63-64. Right now, Joshua De Puyart, tough shot against Guene, and now De Los Reyes will try to run for ENDERUN, but foul there by De Puyart. Not sure why he fouled on that time there.
That's probably an unnecessary foul for Guangming. You know, you're looking at a situation where you don't want to be in the bonus with a lot of time on the clock. So you have to really look at conserving your fouls and defending without fouling and putting the right amount of pressure on the ball.
I see. So these are things that, these are what coaches and players think about, no? It's aside from sticking to the play, it's looking at the shot clock, looking at the game clock, and knowing what to do at what specific time.
Yes. You know, everything that happens on a basketball court is like life. It has context.
Yes.
There's time,
absolutely.
Score, personnel. It all matters.
Fast break opportunity here for Guangming. Throws it up the board, but no good. And that's a foul called on De Los Reyes as he tried to steal the ball away from EBM. But kung ako yun, binigay ko na lang kay EBM.
Well, you look at this situation. They actually had the advantage in terms of amount of players on the floor, amount of defenders, but yet they didn't come up with a defensive rebound, right? Guangming, number 7, he had a nose for the ball and went to go get it.
He just wanted it more.
He wanted it more, yeah.
You know, it's the art of rebounding, just like how Kevin Love put it, if I remember correctly. I mean, in his peak of his career in Minnesota, with Pekovic, Rubio, he really had a nose for the ball, a walking double-double.
Well, you know,
or a triple-double, actually.
Yes, right. Yeah, and you look at the greatest rebounders in NBA history. You know, there was a story that Isaiah Thomas told about his time in Detroit when Rodman was first on the team, and Rodman during pregame wouldn't shoot; he'd just watch, right? And Isaiah would ask him, "Why are you just watching us shoot? Why aren't you getting shots up?"
He wants to see how the ball bounces off the rim.
He wants to see how the ball bounces.
Yeah.
Joe Dumars, his ball goes this way. Lambert, his ball goes that way.
So he knows.
He knows.
He knows.
He studies. And so...
And a hit of the ball off the backboard after a miscommunication from that inbound. So the ball will go back to Guangming. I'm not sure what happened there, Coach.
Well, it's execution, right? Execution.
Pressure probably getting in, right?
Yeah, remember, like you just said, basketball happens in context.
Great pass there, but could not finish. Is Pecolera. So Uwumba now downhill. ENDERUN will try to tack on 2 or 3 more. Jimenez finds Howe. Uwumba, great defense there by Guangming, forcing Uwumba into a step back jumper. And that's out of bounds there by Lac Tao Tao.
That's probably a pass that they would want back. You know, again, high risk, low reward. That pass. You want it. You have the ball. Make Enderun guard 5-on-5. Maybe draw a foul.
Owumba against Lac Tao Tao. Finds Manese at the top of the key. Owumba will drive to the basket but kicks it out. One dribble pull up by Malano. No good. Owumba with a nose for the ball. Gets a second chance for Enderun, but forced shot there.
Probably a shot that Kenneth would want back.
Battle for the ball. Enderun comes up with it, and another chance for the Titans. Guangming has to tighten up defensively here.
Which team will have the best composure going into the final 6 minutes of this game?
Will win it. I think we'll win. We'll see. Malano against Ihebem. Odal. And there we go. The perimeter prowess of Doniel Odal. A stretch 4 for Enderun.
If there's any definition of or prototypical stretch 4 in the Philippines, Donnie is that guy. You got to love the fact that he was shot ready. The ball got to him. He knew he was shooting. He let it go.
Almost like a Kevin Garnett.
Yes, he does have that looking shot. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Shoots above his head. Yeah.
Shoots above his head and really elongates that follow through.
Yes.
So now Guangming will be inbounding here at the backcourt against the full court man-to-man pressure of Enderun. Cabilia, 67-65 with less than 6 minutes left to go. Hamias. Lac Tao Tao against Kenneth Owumba. Trying to take on Kenneth Owumba one-on-one, but Owumba says, "Do you know who I am?"
I don't think he got the memo.
Just like how Goran Dragic and Derrick Rose, right? And that's a blocking foul against Guangming.
You can hear the coaches imploring to their players to control the pace, to hold on to the ball and make sure we're getting good shots. It's so easy in a game like this to sort of get wrapped up in the energy and the action.
You gotta stay objective here. Malano, big three if it goes, but nothing but the air. Odal tries to chase it down, but Guangming will get it back. Substitutions coming in for both teams now.
And now Jalen Garcia has re-entered the game, probably at the perfect time for Enderun. A guy that you know can do multiple things on the floor offensively.
Pegolera will bring down the ball for Guangming. Dictating the play here now for the Gray Shirts. And the ball will stay with Guangming after being tapped out by Owumba.
You gotta love that both teams understand the stakes of the game, and they're
you can really hear it.
Yeah,
feel it.
They're playing with urgency, and I think that's a good thing to practice going into the rest of the season and into their home leagues.
Big three if it goes by Cabilia, but no good. And a great follow-up there by Kaisalan, getting the 2 points for the Gray Shirts, and just like that, the game is tied again at 67.
Will that be the story of the game? Offensive rebounds? Will that be the difference between winning and losing? Hard to say.
What a great end one play there by Jalen Garcia, getting the bang and the bucket, finishing against the contested defense of Guangming College, and now he'll go to the free throw line for one more, Coach.
Well, he made
instant offense.
He made an immediate impact.
There we go.
As soon as he was entered into the game, and that's what Jalen can do. So you look at whether or not Enderun can find him again on the next offensive possession and let him operate so that he can find a great shot for either himself or his teammates.
When he was put in, he just said, "Got it, coach." I got you. I got you. But I don't got this free throw, apparently. So now Guangming will retain possession. 4.5 remaining in regulation. Lac Tao Tao against Owumba. Man-to-man defense here by Enderun. Great ball denial here by the Titans. Owumba, he says absolutely not against Lac Tao Tao. And sana nagdala ng mga party hat tong mga Guangming. Parang block party.
Yeah.
Ni Uwumba ito.
I don't think they wanted to be invited to that party. But yes, I think for Guangming, they're taking some risky shots that have little percentage of going in. That's, and those are easy shots that can get blocked.
And it's impacting their momentum overall.
It is.
And now Guangming trying to inbound. Cabilia all day to shoot on that right wing. Finds the bottom of the net.
I think it'll be important for Guangming to locate shooters early so they can get those guys the ball. And then on the reverse side, Enderun has to know who could shoot the ball. They let him be wide open.
Libago hounded by that Kaisalan defense, DJ Hoe. Uwumba now. Going downhill on the left side, finds Garcia. Can't connect on that triple, but lucky break there for Guangming.
And now,
downhill drive. Emergency pass there, and Enderun tries to find Uwumba. And Garcia trying to plead for a blocking foul from Guangming.
High risk, low reward plays, especially in a situation where you're under 4 minutes. You're better off having the ball than not having it. So they're going to have to find a way to regain some composure and let the offense work for them. I mean, they're running some things that's allowing them to get some great shots at the basket. So the patience is going to be important for Enderun moving forward. Guangming, they found shooters, and those guys are letting it go with confidence.
And I noticed that DJ Hoe actually had a bit of a cool down in this quarter. So we'll see if he catches fire again.
Yes, I think you have a situation where you have several ball handlers on the floor. You have guys who put the ball on the floor, guys who can shoot. So, DJ will have some options as to how he wants to create shots for himself or his teammates. So we'll have to wait and see if he can get, if he can heat up again and get in that microwave and.
Yeah, I remember that NBA 2K badge.
I know,
the microwave,
Yes.
And Guangming now will inbound, and Uwumba with a steal and a statement slam for Enderun as he gets the lead, 71-70 in favor of the Titans.
Kenneth was alert. He was alert, jumped the passing lane, and got a wide open bucket.
And the Enderun Titan bench is absolutely loving it, going absolutely ballistic. De Puyart, big jumper if it goes, pamatay sunog para sa Guangming. And the player is down here. It appears that this is Jaister Kaisalan. Not sure what happened in that last possession, but our medics will be attending to him.
You hope that he's okay. I don't know, it sort of looks like a leg injury, so hopefully they'll be able to get it sorted out. But you just got to love the shot that was just taken. I mean, it was contested shot. You need some of those, make those shots in the game in order to
really amp the game up.
And really create some momentum.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a lot of contested shots, but that one, you knew he was in rhythm. We hope number 10's okay.
And as we see, he is being escorted back to the bench. So he'll probably be substituted in this ball game with about 3.5 minutes remaining here in regulation. So we'll be back in a few short moments for more Pinoy Liga Cup action.
Here's a warm hello from Eastern Communications. We're here to present a refreshing point of view that when it comes to delivering business communication solutions, it's time to bring back the human connection because it's just as important as the technology. Eastern Communications is business made personal. It means getting intimate with our clients' needs so we can provide thoughtful solutions to help them achieve their goals. That's why we are madaling kausap, may malasakit. We are maalam at maaasahan. We are Eastern Communications.
Back to the ball game here in the fourth quarter, 72-71, a slim 1-point cushion here for Guangming. Enderun knocking on the door with 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Ball movement here for the Titans. DJ Howe receives it. Finds Libago. Jalen Garcia. That's a travel. And Jalen in disbelief on that last call there from the referee.
For as much as Jalen has impacted the game positively, he has had some errant passes and some turnovers, and they have resulted in some positive action for Guangming. With this turnover now, let's see if Guangming can actually convert and get a great shot.
Pareñas trying to get that pick from Ihebem. Cabilia and the Enderun bench going absolutely ballistic. And there's the effect, coach. There it is.
Well,
turnover there for Guangming.
You know, I think he has to wipe that sweat off his brow because, you know, Jalen had that turnover, but they're able to get a stop. So now all is right in the world. They had the ball back on offense, and let's see if they can get a shot.
And just like the game earlier, we are going down to the wire again in this ball game. Great steal attempt there from Guangming, but it looks like the ball will stay with Enderun. Great presence of mind there from Pareñas.
I think that the fans today and on Saturday have been treated to some really good basketball, and I think it's sort of reflective of Sir Benny's vision that there's great basketball being played in a lot of places outside the UAP and CAA, and this is a great example. Great basketball, hotly contested, with teams that don't get a lot of spotlight.
And from great talents as well, from the Enderun Titans and Guangming Colleges. Actually, coach, for everybody, it's my first time covering these two schools, and I was actually surprised at the talent that these two schools have. It's amazing.
You know, you can find great basketball players anywhere, and I think it's just a matter of exposure and giving them an opportunity to to show what they can do.
Absolutely. And Guangming now trying to look for the offensive opportunity. Lactao Tao finds Ihebem, trying to get to work at the post. Quick hook shot, no good, and Uwumba gets it down. As we approach the last 2 minutes, Kenneth Uwumba is blocked by the rim on that possession.
There was a rim check there.
Could have been a great statement dunk. DJ Howe immediately looking for Kenneth Uwumba at the other side, but no one there. Garcia, one dribble pull-up, but fouled in the act of shooting. Really proving to be a threat for the Enderun Titans here, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots, coach.
If there's one thing that Jalen is, he's very crafty. He has a nice pullback dribble. He has he can pull the he can back up and create space and then attack space. So as a defense, that keeps you off balance. And then at drop of a dime, he can raise up and shoot. So. Interestingly enough, you look at this situation, Guangming actually had the floor balance in their favor. They had defensive transition ready, and Enderun was back here. Jalen just, like this was a magician, pulled it out of his hat and got a shot and a foul.
Just like that. I got you, coach.
Yes.
I got you. He had his calling card, and that's his responsibility right there. That's his duty.
100%. And now you're looking at a game that's under 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And are we able to, manage everything well enough to come out on top?
That pullback dribble was so good, I felt my ankles crack. Just sitting here. And Jalen Garcia making that second free throw for Enderun. And coach, the game is tied at 72. 1.5 minutes remaining. It's going down to the wire right now. A costly miss there for Rejoice Jimenez, missing that offhand layup. And Guangming now has a chance to get the lead. Referees whistle a travel. And turnover after turnover, possession after possession. Coach Russ, it looks like the pressure is getting to both teams right now.
Well, you know what? There's a term in the States, and it's called smoking layups, meaning you miss layups. You cannot afford in a game like this to smoke a layup. You did a great job of getting jumping the lane, getting a turnover. You have to finish. You got to make that shot.
Absolutely, just like how Uwumba smoked that dunk earlier. Garcia. A step back jumper on against Ihebem. And there we go, the shot creator of Enderun getting that shot to go.
You know, the worst word in the English language is regret. Are you going to regret the missed dunk and the missed layup down here on Enderun's side? Is that going to be the difference in the game? Because right now it's a 2-point lead, it's a possession game, Now you have Guangming at the line. They've made their free throws throughout the game, so the clock has stopped. Now it's anybody's game. Both teams are in the penalty. Anybody's game right now.
Ihebem now at the free throw line. And as he is at the free throw, we can see that head coach Paul of Guangming Colleges temporarily getting his boys aside to get a plan of action here for the men in gray.
Well, they're going to have to find a way because they're going to be on defense next. Are they going to pressure the ball like they have in the entire game in the full court? Or are they going to play in the half court and make ENDERUN run their offense?
And just like that, timeout will be called here, 73-74. ENDERUN still clinging onto a 1-point lead with about 1 minute remaining. We'll be back in a few short moments. We are back now for fourth quarter action, 74-73, a 1-point small cushion here for the ENDERUN Titans against the Guangming Colleges. Coach Russ, what does ENDERUN have to do to come up with a win here?
Get stops. Get stops.
Short and sweet.
Just
get stops. How about for Guangming, Coach? What do you think?
I think they're going to have to find a way to get this game up and down a little bit. That's when they've had advantage, when they've been able to get a stop and get in transition.
So here we go with about 1 minute remaining. ENDERUN will be inbounding at the backcourt here. Full court man-to-man pressure being employed by Guangming. Going down to the wire just like our game one earlier between University of Perpetual Help and the All Full Phoenix. Just a testament to the talent and the intensity of the games here at the PINOYLIGA Cup. Howe signaling the play for the Titans. Jimenez finding Uwumba. Good ball movement here by ENDERUN. And Jalen Garcia tries to take that three, but no good.
You gotta love the fact that Guangming went to a zone. That's a little wrinkle.
Jalen Garcia, same spot, same result actually. And Guangming gets the ball. Key possession here with about 30 seconds left on the game clock. Cabilia, Libago says absolutely not. With a chase down block, what a key stop for ENDERUN and Coach Russ. Just like you said, 2 words lang. They got the stop. They got the stop. Here we go.
Sometimes it's as simple as that.
And timeout will be called here. Same score, 74-73 with 28.71 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We'll be back for more action here at the PINOYLIGA Collegiate Cup Season 3. Back into the action here at the fourth quarter. 28.71 seconds left. Coach Russ here in this ball game between the ENDERUN Titans and the Guangming Colleges. Howe now will bring it down against the defense of Pecolera. Pecolera is known for his defensive stops. Can Howe break him down? Probably a miscommunication there. Jalen Garcia trying to create his own shot but hits the side of the board. 1 point lead here only for ENDERUN. Gets that shot up. And ENDERUN can just hold on here. But there's a foul called on Guangming. And the referees are here to confirm what that call will be. Coach Russ, what do you think of that last shot by Guangming?
I think in the heat of the moment, you think you could get that shot off. The tough part about Guangming is nobody was running with him. So he really had to take the shot.
He really had to take the shot with time running down.
Exactly. It would have been nice if he had some running mates on the wings, maybe in the corner. You've been shooting the three so well the entire game. You could have got a guy in the corner with a kick out.
Kicked it out, shooting in rhythm.
100%.
Hitting the bottom of the net.
100%.
And right now, since both teams are in the penalty, that foul now results in 2 free throws for Rejoice Jimenez.
Yes.
But regardless of how many free throws he hits, it's still going to be a 1-possession game, but less than 1 second. If you were Guangming, what would you do?
Well, you call the timeout, you advance the ball to the half court, and you just got to hope that you can create an action that allows you to shoot, catch and shoot, because you're going to need the three if they make both. If they only make 1 or 2, maybe you can get something where Guangming player is diving to the basket, pass, maybe he gets fouled.
Like an alley-oop.
Yeah,
probably.
something. And they have some athletes over there. They have got some guys who can pass, but you're going up against the defense that's going to be set to defend the lob pass.
Absolutely.
And anything going inside the middle of the paint. So we'll have to see what chess moves each coach is going to make in order to finish this game off.
This is, in terms of chess, this is like the end game already, Coach. This is absolutely the end game. Oh, and actually, the referees just confirmed that now it's 1.7 seconds left on the game clock.
You have to wonder whether or not ENDERUN is going to decide to miss the free throw.
And run some time. Probably.
Why not, right? You make the first one, miss the second, and maybe you just take your chances doing it that way.
What I'd give to be in that huddle, Coach, to get some inside information.
Well, that's
you know what I'm saying.
That's why Coach People gets paid the big money.
I want a taste of that. I want to taste. It's okay. And Jimenez makes that first free throw, extending the lead to 2. Both teams are now in the penalty. Both coaches giving some last-second orders for their team here. What will Jimenez do? He'll try to miss it, and he does. And there we go, Coach. There we go. And that is the end of the ball game. 75-73 is our final score in favor of the ENDERUN Titans. After an up and down ball game, Coach Russ, they win by a slim lead of 2 points. And we'll see after we come back from the break who is our best player of the game after these short messages.
Managing a business becomes easier when you have the right set of tools for your business. And as the premier telecommunication company in the Philippines, you can rest assured that we can provide you with world-class and innovative tech solutions for your company. Like acing that presentation with no lag with Eastern IDS, a dedicated business-grade internet tailor-fit with high speeds and zero lag. Or to handle your processing, storage, and networking needs with Eastern Cloud, which has a customized cloud platform that's fully scalable and flexible without limits. And by staying connected and protected with Eastern cybersecurity, which helps keep your business safe from online threats. So why spend time waiting when you can spend it on building and managing your business? Let's make business more personal and achieve success together with the connection that knows you best. We are Eastern Communications.
And we just ended our ball game between Enderun and Guangming Colleges. 75-73 was our final score. Let's go to our courtside reporter CJ Ang with our best player of the game, Kenneth Uwumba.
Thank you, Migs. Mga kaliga, kasama ko ngayon ang ating Antbox best player of the game, Kenneth Umba of the ENDERUN Titans. Kenneth, you were all over the floor tonight with 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 blocks. What was your mindset heading to this ball game that got you this terrific stat line?
I do this performance because of my teammate. My teammate trust on me. I trust them. The system to the coach. Give me a good performance, and the system defensive of the coach give me a good mindset to the defense, to the block. Just the energy, the team defense, to give me this energy to do this performance. Yeah.
Kenneth, you are being called the next best FSA. How big is that a pressure for you?
No, it's not a pressure for me. It's just the opportunity to me to prove my value, to work hard. It's not enough for me. So I just focus to improve every game. Yeah, that's all.
Kenneth, is there someone you want to give a shout out to?
Someone, shout out? I don't know.
Or someone you want to thank?
Someone?
You want to thank?
No.
Thank you, Kenneth, and congratulations for being the best player for today's game. Back to you, Migs.
And that was our courtside reporter CJ Ang with our best player of the game, Kenneth Uwumba. And our final score for today's final game, 75-73 in favor of the ENDERUN Titans against the Guangming Colleges. And in behalf of the entire production team, my name is Migs Gonzalez, your resident commentator. And joining me a while ago was our resident analyst, Coach Russell Raipon. Maraming salamat sa pagsuporto sa Pinoy Liga. We'll see you next week.
By the Blazers. Don Lim. Getting blocked by Don Lim. Solid defense by Don Lim.